Right, in the last drawing that we did, we drew what I called a fish tank of the object to the dimensions of the length, the breadth, and the height. Over here, what I've got a front view, a top view, and a left view of the object. From that, I'll be able to get my length, my breadth, and my height. On my front view, I've got a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. I can write down length, 7 blocks. My height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Okay, I could get the height off here as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the breadth of it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breadth is equal to 4 blocks. I could also get the breadth of here if I wanted to, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a fish tank with those dimensions. So I come down over here. In this view, I can see a left view and a front view. On my isometric view, I want to be able to see the left view and the front view of the object. All right, so I need my left view over here, so I'm looking from the left, and my front view must be up here. I come over here and I count off my 7 blocks for my length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. I come over here and I count off my 4 blocks for the breadth. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And my height, I said, was 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Over here, I can count up from that corner 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count up from that corner over there another 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll be able to then join that up, and you should find that that line and that line are parallel, and that line and that line are parallel. I then need to finish this thing off. I'm going to come across here, and I'm going to draw a construction line coming out from here, which is going to be 7 blocks in length. And I'm going to draw a construction line coming out from here, which is 4 blocks in length. In other words, that line is parallel to that line and that line. That line, and that line are all parallel as well. And those vertical ones, well, they're also parallel. Right. Once I've done that, I can then start looking at this object and saying, how do I make that into a 3-dimensional view? To start with, what I'm going to do is, in construction lines, I'm going to draw whatever I see as the front view on the front over here. So I draw a line that goes across. You can see that line. And I draw these lines in construction lines going to the top of the fish tank. Going to the top of the fish tank. There's that part going right to the top, right to the top. And it's got this little like TV screen thing in the middle, which I'm sure you can figure out how to draw that quite easily. Right, this is all done in construction lines. There are no dark outlines drawn at all. Right, once I've done that, I'm going to start looking at the left view. And I'm going to draw whatever I see as the left view in construction lines over here. All right, everybody happy with what's going on there? I've got basically that sort of L shape happening over here, and I've got the front view, which is that little TV screen right on the front over here. Right, once I've done that, the trick is to link those two views to find out what this thing is going to look like. I want you to look at this idea. If this did not have a line over there, what would that mean? That would mean that this television sort of looking thing would be right on the front over here. In other words, I'm just going to rub that out. Have a look at that idea. Can you see it? Okay, but because there's a line over there, it's telling me something about this. It's telling me that that television thing is not right on the front. It's going to be further back. How far back is it? You're going to get it from looking at your top view or your left view. Can you see that? If I just use this to show you, that line links up with that. That line links up with that. Okay, and you can see that that is 2 blocks back from the front of it. This is the front edge. The TV thing is 2 blocks back from the front. You can see that over here as well. There's the front edge of it. and the TV thing is 2 blocks back from it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look at my left view, 2 blocks going back. If I draw a construction line going across over here, and I take the corners over here, going back to there, and back to there, I could draw that line in as a dark line. Noticing what's happening with the top view over here? There's that one line. It then goes back 1 block. So, let's have a look at that. Goes back 1 block. And if I look at my left view over here, can you see how that links up with the top view? So I could draw this across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And where did I get that from? From my front view. Okay, can you see the top view developed over there? I'm now going to look down at the bottom over here. That bottom corner, it's not right on the front, it is 2 blocks back. So I'm going to take that back 2 blocks, and I'm going to link that up with the left view. And it says over here that I've got a line coming down between those 2 points. So I can draw a line coming down from there to there. It then says that it goes across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So I should be able to take this across 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And if we look carefully, we'll see that that links up with that front view thing over here. And I can draw a line going up to there. It says that this thing, this television thing, is 1 block in thickness. So 1 block in thickness. And it says that it's 4 blocks down. So I've got that back corner over there. I'm going to bring it down 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And you'll see that that links up with the left view that I drew over here. And I can draw that in.
Please excuse the interruptions. Could Mrs. Foster and Mrs. Cropper please call at the hall for photos now?
You can see the base developing over there. It's 1 block in thickness. And, all right, and then I gave you a little hint. I said you should have 3 lines coming out of each corner. So I've got 1, 2 lines going over there. I need a 3rd line. You've got 1, 2 lines coming out of that corner. Draw that across. All right, but there's still a little hole thing which needs to be transferred onto that face over there. So what do? Take all of those points back. How many blocks? 2 blocks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that gives you those 4 points over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see where they came from. And if I link those up, I end up with my little television screen in the middle of this thing. Alright, I'm just going to draw that in a bit darker. Whoops. Of course, my pencil would break at this point. Okay, and if I count very carefully, you will see that I've got 2 lines over here, which means that I need a 3rd line coming out of it. So, how far back does it need to come? Well, I look at this view and I say, well, what's the thickness of this? It is 1 block. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw 1 block back. That gives me a line that needs to go up and a line that needs to come across from there. I'm just going to color in a few things so that you can see it more clearly. There's the little television screen story. And you can see how that's been set back by 2 blocks. Thickness of it, 1 block. Where did I get the 1 block from? 1 block.